this rock house for, I think it was built after 72 flood, right there at the falls. And in 98, we went by there. Daughter's gifts were at the house. We wouldn't have gone by because she was working at nights as a nurse. She was working at nights as a nurse. So we wouldn't have gone by. We went by early, and I went out back, and I'd seen the water up on almost hit the back porch before, but it'd come up and go down. And I stuck a stick in. Oh, water's higher, about as high as 5,000 or higher. Went inside, smoked a cigarette, whatever. Come back out, and that stick was about 3 foot out. I went, damn, water's coming up. It's raining about like this. It's been raining. Smoothed the stick back again and watched it this time. Man, it was coming up. I went inside and said, hey, we might want to bail. The water's already flooding the cul-de-sac because the drainage ditch that we fed all the water into the river with was being backed up, and the road would go under, which you had to go out and that way, but the yard would be good. So I pulled my Crown Vic across the road. I told my brother-in-law, take this Suburban, take your mother-in-law's Suburban.
Hey, what year model was that Crown Vic?
I don't know, 92.
Yeah, okay.
It didn't get flooded.
All right.
Not that one.
All right.
But he pulls the Suburban up in the driveway. We watch. All of a sudden, I see the kids. I said, why are you kids all wet? I told you to stay out of the river. They said, we're in the dining room. And I'd been looking at the front lawn, and then I look in the backyard, and it's like, holy shit, water jumped up about 2 foot. I said, it's time to go. My mother-in-law was just waking up. I said, get your animals. I was rounding up grandkids. Somebody had spent the night. There were 3 or 4 grandkids. They were rounding up my kids and a couple of somebody else's kids out the front door. I said, grab something you love because we're leaving. And she had a photo album in her hand. And she took it out of the one cabinet where the whole wall was all the pictures, all the elephants were on the shelves, the cabinet down below. She took it out of there and she stuck it on the fridge. And we booked. I mean, I had to push the kids into the water that was this deep on them, to get to the car. It was almost up to the bottom of the car. I had to park the car another 4 feet higher. Water was coming. Hook over to Ryan Terrace, next one over. And it's flooded big time, up to the curb, all the way around. I come up the back in the school and walk across the field, jump the fence, stay out of the water. Drop people off. Mother-in-law goes, do you think the house is underwater? I said, I don't know. And she was freaking out, so I snuck back out and drove over there. By now it's about dark, and the front porch light was on, and the water was up about 4 foot on the house. But the garage was still there, and it was still there. The garage was protecting it. And I booked. Went back, didn't tell her. In the meantime, I called my brother. Hey, you got some water coming. He lives down in River Bend. I know what he's doing. He's standing on his back porch looking at the slough, and he goes, yeah, it's about 5,000 right now. I said, no, dude, it's coming. It ain't there yet. You got a bunch of water coming. Make sure you can get the cars out. I'm not even kidding in the least bit. He goes, all right. Yeah, I'll check it out. Hangs up. About 10 minutes later, he calls me. Dude, can't get the cars out. Too late. I can walk out. There's no current, but I can walk out. Me and the dogs and the old lady are coming out. Can you get as close to me as you can? By now, the town is shut down. You can't get across the loop. You can't get across Ruckel Road. You can't get through town. Knights of Columbus. The town is shut down. They're closing off the big bridge at Stinky's because there's so much water out there. Flowing, coming out of the creeks, coming from everywhere. And coming from, I get that?
I didn't hear the dog part.
Okay. The brother's standing on the back porch looking at the slough. I'm talking to him on the phone. Told him water was coming. He said, yeah, looks like 5,000. I said, no, water's really coming. You better make sure you get the cars out. About 10 minutes, hang up. 10 minutes later, he calls me back up, all in an uproar. Yep, come get me. Can't get the cars out. I'm going to walk out, me and the dogs and the old lady. Get as close to me as you can. I won't have to walk that far, I don't think. He goes, there's no current. It's all just pond and water, waist deep. I can get out. Work my way over to him. The town is all shut down. Every road, this road right in front of the mill store is underwater. They can get cars through it. You can get across. You can jump on 35 and you can jump around that way. The 81 was underwater. And go back to my mother-in-law's, and she goes, I drove afterward. I had to get back. I dropped off. I finally got over to Mission. Mission was going underwater. I lived in apartments over there. Got my brother over there. Dropped him off because he had the dogs. Too many people at the other house. Worked my way back over there. Some of the water is starting to recede in different places, and swing back by my mother-in-law's at Common Street Bridge, and I'm pretty sure it was gone. Hey guys. What's up, boss?